A moment that once seemed unimaginable unfolded at the White House last Friday. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev stood side by side, clasping hands brokered by none other than President Donald Trump himself. Together they signed an agreement designed not just to stop decades of bloodshed, but to reshape the strategic future of the South Caucasus. This isn't a full peace treaty, and Nagorno-Karabakh, the region at the heart of past conflict, remains unresolved. But what the deal does offer is transformative. The opening of closed transportation routes and the creation of the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity, a high-stakes transit corridor that links Azerbaijan to its exclave Nakhchivan. The U.S. has been granted exclusive development rights to build infrastructure, rail, energy pipelines, fiber optics, along this corridor, all under Armenian law. Across both nations, the response has been one of cautious optimism. In Baku, a spirit of celebration filled the streets as residents welcomed the deal's potential to bring stability. In Yerevan, the sentiment was more mixed. Hope shadowed by skepticism, with lingering mistrust and concern about ambiguity and unfulfilled promises. Meanwhile, in global capitals, responses ranged from guarded support to warnings. Spain and the Council of Europe praised the agreement as a major step toward normalization and lasting peace. Turkey, too, saw strategic value, welcoming the corridor as a bridge between Europe and Asia through energy and trade. Russia, a long-time power broker in the region, offered a reserved welcome, acknowledging the potential for stability, but cautioning that durable solutions must emerge from regional stakeholders themselves, not external actors. On the other hand, Iran voiced strong opposition, warning of potential destabilization. One source even ominously described the corridor as potentially becoming a graveyard for Trump's mercenaries. Still, the corridor carries enormous promise. Azerbaijan's 2023 victory in Karabakh forced out Armenian forces and displaced tens of thousands. This new agreement signals a pivot toward rebuilding. A channel that allows transport, energy, and trade access without traversing Russian or Iranian territory, anchored under U.S. oversight, could catalyze a shift in regional influence. The heavy symbolism of the peace ceremony was unmistakable. President Trump stood between the two leaders, physically guiding their handshake upward, a gesture congratulated by both Pashinyan and Aliyev as historic. Trump celebrated what he described as a breakthrough in a conflict unresolved for 35 years. Yet history serves as a cautionary script. Recent clashes, frozen battles, and ceasefires, most notably the Russian-mediated armistice of 2023 that disbanded the Artsakh Defense Army, have left scars hard to erase. Still, this moment may represent the truest chance for durable peace yet, a fragile one but powerful in possibility. Across Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Russia, and beyond, the political and human stakes are enormous. Will the corridor become a highway to economic growth and goodwill? Or will deep-seated fears and geopolitics derail the vision of a shared future? For now, hope tiptoes forward, tempered by realism and uncertainty. If you're tracking this diplomatic landmark, its fallout, and the shifting alignments in the Caucasus, stay ahead. Subscribe now for expert analysis, live updates, and global context.